Is this really the end of the Walking Dead series? Today we're going to check out the Walking Dead Omnibus Volume 8 by Robert Kirkman. It has a 672 page count and the cover price of $100. Let's get into this omnibus review. Hit that subscribe button. It really helps the channel grow, man, and we are moving along. 1,000 subscribers. We're moving on up. Big things coming for the channel soon, and happy Halloween, everybody. I thought, what a great day to review The Walking Dead Omnibus Volume 8 by Robert Kirkman. I'd only read these in the compendium form before, so I figured I would pick up this hardcover edition here, and it is absolutely gorgeous, man. The slipcase is beautiful. It's definitely more of an absolute edition compared to an omnibus, but it is what it is. So let's slip this little dust jacket off here, and it has a gorgeous artwork on here, man. The whole Walking Dead crew, who it ends with, the stack of dead zombies with your boy Rick Grimes sitting on it. Mercer, my man, I love Mercer. He's one of my favorite characters in this book. On the inside of the dust jacket, you have like a little bit of the sort of history, I guess you could say, of the build up to The Walking Dead on the left-hand side, and then on the right-hand side, you have all of these wonderful creators of the Walking Dead series. I like just the black look to the book, and it has a sort of a glossy finish on it too as well. You get the Walking Dead logo on the front and on the spine. Now let's just take a look at the binding real quick. It is sewn binding, but the binding is sewn to the spine of the book, so you do get like, it's not gutter loss, but you get this bump in the pages there because they're so tightly wound into the book there. But you don't get any gutter loss, which is good, that the way the pages are set up with the artwork. So luckily it's that, but it is a really well-made book. Opening it up here, you get the list of creators, of course, that are on this amazing book, man. This is the last volume to the Walking Dead series. For the creators, you're obviously going to get Robert Kirkman is the writer and creator of The Walking Dead. And then you got Charlie Adlard, who was the penciler and inker for issue 193. Then you get Stephanie Guadino is an inker for chapters 29 through 32. Cliff Rathburn does the gray tones. Russ Wooten is the letterer, and Sean Makowitz is the editor. I probably butchered some of them names, but this is also broken up into different chapters. It's very similar in the way that the compendiums were set up, actually. They're just broken up into different chapters. Not a fan of that. That's the reason why I don't like to get compendiums, though the Invincible compendiums are like that as well. I like to have the issue and then the contents of the issue immediately afterward throughout the book. That's just my preferred way of reading. I like to see the cover and then just read the issue and then move on to the next issue. I don't like this whole broken up chapter. So when you're reading this, you don't even really know what issue you're on, which is kind of like, I don't know. I'm just not a fan of that. I mean, it just reads through like a book anyway. This is one big giant continuous story, but still, I do like to see the covers. You do get them collected all in the back of the book, though, which is nice that they do that, but you know, because I know the Spawn compendium doesn't even have the covers in it, which, come on, man, that is just absolutely nonsense. But this volume is great, man. You get a ton of good characters introduced that are just, like, very, very important to the story and how everything ends. You get Princess here when, you know, Michonne and Eugene and them are off on their way to find these people at the Commonwealth. So that's basically what this whole book is going to contain. It's right after the Whisperers War. You're going to get the kind of aftermath of that, and then leading into the characters of The Walking Dead here, just kind of moving on to the Commonwealth, and you'll get some great stuff with Rick, and you get Jesus in here. You get Jesus actually battling Beta here, which is one of my pet peeves with this whole Walking Dead run, is how Beta kind of just goes out from this little bit here. I always thought that maybe he'd come back in the end as I was reading, but then he never does, which was kind of sad to me because I thought Beta was a really cool character. You know, The Walking Dead is very well known for the way that characters exit and their deaths. Each one throughout the show and the comics is very unique and tragic. The way that it happens to each one of these characters that you grow and love throughout this series. So it was kind of it was lackluster for me on that one with Beta, but it is what it is, I suppose. It's kind of like the ending in this as well. So during this time too, Negan is out like living on his own. He was kind of like banished from the group, and he's just out there surviving, and he does actually end up like, Maggie comes and she's thinking about killing him, but she ends up actually not killing him or whatever, which is kind of funny that they got this Maggie and Negan TV show apparently like coming out at some point, which I'm not really crazy about the spin-off series that are involved with The Walking Dead. I think they're all kind of trash so far, but I may just end up checking it out just because, for the simple fact that I like Jeffrey Dean Morgan as Negan. I think he absolutely killed it as that character. He's got that. Even reading this, when you read The Walking Dead and the Negan parts come in, I hear Jeffrey Dean Morgan's voice in my head saying this slick shit that he always says throughout this. So you're gonna get a bunch of cool characters like Mercer here. He's one of my favorite. He's like one of these Commonwealth guards for Pamela Milton, the mayor or the governor of Hilltop or whatever. I forget what she is actually. But so Commonwealth is just this place. It's sectioned off, and it kind of has like Hunger Games vibes to it, where there's different classes of people. So there's more of like the proper rich people. They get treated better, and they kind of have like, you know, nicer homes and things of that nature. And then there's like the lower people that don't do like as extravagant of jobs in this place, but they have like football games and baseball games and stadiums and shit. It's basically just like the world before The Walking Dead happened, but because of all these issues with different classes and people being treated differently, and I mean, all these survivors have been out, so they've all been living these in this extreme just world with zombies and shit like that. And things have changed so much that like coming together and starting this community in this area, it may be like how it was before, but there's obviously going to be a ton of problems that go down throughout this. And there's a revolt that happens in the Commonwealth. You get Dwight here, man. He actually gets taken out by your boy Rick Grimes. Spoiler alert. But I mean, this has been out forever. I'm trying to do this as spoiler free as possible, but I just happened to pop on that real quick there. But I mean, this is a great series to read. If you're a fan of The Walking Dead show, you definitely have to check out the Walking Dead comics. It's really, really good. I mean, this series is actually what got me back into reading comics. So I had stopped reading comics for a long time, and then, oh, that's a great panel right there with "We are not the Walking Dead." Rick Grimes, man, the legend himself. But I got back into comics after reading this series right here. I was watching the show, and I wanted to, know how everything ended and such, so I picked up the compendiums, and I just read through them really quickly, actually. I never read the comics before, and man, is it just so damn good. I mean, Robert Kirkman is just such a good storyteller, man. I'm a huge fan of his. Really, in my eyes, he can do no wrong, man. I'm a huge fan of the Firepower series. I loved Oblivion Song, which leads me to think if he will actually continue the Walking Dead series. So we did get Negan Lives a year after the Walking Dead comic series had ended, which was a great issue, man. You have Negan come back. He's kind of living on his own, and he gets like attacked by this group of survivors, and then it kind of ends on a cliffhanger of like, do you want to see me do more? Or you want to see more Negan or something like that. So he released that issue, and it kind of ends on a cliffhanger. And then they also have now that not ongoing, but they're re-releasing The Walking Dead, but in color with the deluxe editions. So I have this like feeling sort of that because of the success of that Negan Lives and just the show in general, I mean, they have this time jump here, which is taking place where Carl is older, and Michonne is there. She's like a judge in this little town, and you have Maggie there with her shitty little son who's like got zombies and shit like that, and then like a little circus cart. I wonder if they're going to actually continue this. Like, I have a feeling that Robert Kirkman might actually continue The Walking Dead after these deluxe editions, the colored issues, end. So either he just continues the story that kind of left here with everything in the future with Carl and Eugene and Princess and Mercer and all those people. Maybe they continue the story with those characters, or maybe they do like something of a spinoff like they have with the Walking Dead series coming out. I'm not really sure, but I just have this hunch that once this the colored issues end, it's just going to keep continuing. They're going to start releasing new issues, and I kind of really hope they do, but I don't know. That's just my opinion. You can let me know your opinion on that down in the comments. Oh, here's this is that issue there with the Commonwealth where it's kind of cropped out. But let me know down in the comments, and let me know what you think. Do you think they're going to actually continue the Walking Dead series or make a new series about the Walking Dead in this world? I have a feeling it's going to happen, but I'm not sure. But man, this is an absolutely beautiful book. I'm glad to finally have it in the collection, and I plan on getting all the other volumes as well. So let me know down in the comments if you want me to review them, one by one. This storyline was great. 193 issues of just real solid storytelling and artwork. Obviously, there's a reason why this franchise has been so successful, man. It's such a great, great story. Let me know what you think about this book down in the comments. Let me know if you think it's going to continue. And as always, thanks for watching.
I want to give a quick shout out to our sponsor, Organic Priced Books, the best place to get your omnibus and other collected editions. Super fast shipping, bulletproof packaging, and amazing customer service. Use promo code DROCK to get $2 off your purchase at organicpricebooks.com. Join the OPB family today.